Little mommy. This is Gretta. Gretta is here tonight for story time, and she's got her jammies on, all ready to go. And this is a book Gretta brought with her from her house. But you know what? I know this book. When my little girls were little, they loved this book. And do you know that Gretta's mommy was one of my little girls? This is true, isn't it, Gretta? So that means if Gretta's mommy was my little girl, Gretta must be my granddaughter. And so she calls me Grandma. Now this little doll, she calls her Mommy. But you know what? To this little doll, your mommy is her grandma. Did you know your mommy was your dolly's grandma's? Yes, that's just how it works. Little Mommy by Sharon Kane. This is my house, and I am the mommy. My children are named Annabelle, Betsy, and Bonnie. They are good little children and do just as I say. I put on their coats and they go out to play. Bye-bye. Have fun playing. Greta, tell them bye-bye. They're going out to play. See ya. Well, now Billy is a daddy, and he works in the city. He has a new car. Isn't it pretty? Do you think his car is pretty? Look at that fancy grill up front. It looks like it might be a Chevrolet. That's how I'm guessing. It's a Chevrolet. I think so. I do the dishes and sweep the floor. Do you help your mommy sweep the floor?
I help myself.
Well, I know you know how to do the dishes. Mm-hmm. And I wipe the fingerprints off the door. Doors do get fingerprints. Oh, look a little bit closer. Who is hiding around the door? Greta, do you know what the kitty's name is?
No.
Well, let's make up one right now. What should we name the kitty? Should we name the kitty Pumpkin?
No.
What about Marigold?
No.
What about Caroline? That's a good kitty name. Shall it be Kara?
No, P.T.
You're too silly. I wash the clothes in my washing machine. I scrub them with soap and rinse them clean. Oh my goodness, she works hard. And there's the little dollies sitting.
We did tell little mommy.
Yes. Just 1 minute. Let's read the next page. And then I hang them on the line to dry. I'll have to iron them by and by. You know, that's how you can tell this book is an older book from when my little girls were young, because you know what?
I think I'm going to tell her.
You are? Okay. You know what? People don't really iron clothes very much anymore. We have new fabrics. Since I was born, they invented something called polyester. If you fill clothes with polyester, they don't wrinkle. But when I was little, we even had to iron our sheets before we could put them on the bed. Our sheets would come out so wrinkled, we'd have to iron the sheets. And then our pillowcases, well, that's the first thing I learned to iron when I was little. I ironed my pillowcases. You take the iron and now, have you ever seen your mommy waste her time ironing pillowcases? But that's how it was in the 50s. So let's get back to the book. My children like to go for a ride. They sit in their buggy side by side. Even the buggies, you don't see much buggies anymore, do you? Now you have something called strollers. to take the babies. Not when I was young. Now I will teach you the ABCs. Who can count to 10 for me? Can you do it? No, I want to hear 10. Count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
6, 7, 8, 9. And
What's that last one?
10.
Yes! Absolutely! Absolutely. Good job. And they drew a little cat on the picture.
And the apple.
Oh, sure.
And the ball.
Yep. Let's move along. Moving along. I think it's time for me to bake. I'm going to make some cookies and ginger cake. Oh, look at the dolls. They are so excited. I think these are dollies that like to eat cake. Don't you? Oh, well, now we are all dressed up. My neighbor comes for a cup of tea. We have a party by the cherry tree. You know what?
These are too big for them.
Yes. You know, when we were on our cruise and we had my granddaughter Caroline on the cruise, sometimes we would go to tea time for just a spot of tea. A spot of tea, and they would have lovely cakes for us to eat too. Oh dear. I'm afraid Betsy is ill. I put her to bed and I give her a pill. I call on the doctor for Dr. Dan, and he says, I'll come as soon as I can. Betsy's quite sick, isn't she? Well, Danny is the doctor, and he comes in a hurry. He takes her temperature and says, don't worry. She'll be well, just as quick as a wink. It's just the mumbly bumps, I think. Have you ever had the mumbly bumps? I don't think Danny's maybe a real doctor. What do you think? Let's see. I can't get it where I can read it. Dinner is ready. Don't be late. Put on your bibs and sit up straight. We're having potatoes and blueberry stew. Now eat your spinach. Can you say it with me?
No.
Eat your spinach. It's good for you. And I hope all of you watching eat your spinach too. Oh my, it's getting later. Sit on my lap, it's story time. I'll read a poem and a nursery rhyme. See right here? Now what are we doing? This is what you just did, isn't it, Greta? It's bath time now.
There is washing in
Yes. And you
bowl.
washed your face too, didn't you?
In a bowl.
Well, I know, she's a little doll. It's bath time now for my little dears. I scrub their necks and wash their ears. And now where are they? I think I tuck them in bed. I will sing them a song and they'll be asleep before long.
Annabelle.
Yes,
Betsy.
Betsy and Annabelle. And Bonnie, where's Bonnie?
Bonnie's
Over there getting the song.
Yeah.
And look at him now. Shh. Shh. We mommies have such a lot to do. Good night, dollies. I'm sleepy too. I think they've all gone to sleep. That's all the story for tonight. Gretta's off to bed now too. Gretta, throw kisses. Bye-bye.